Let's see. Okay, good morning, everyone. I just want to do closing remarks here, very briefly. And I'd like to inform you some next steps we have here in São Paulo specifically. So some new opportunities we have here. So I'm not going to talk about my personal projects, my personal research activities, but who are interested in, I recommend to go to this link in YouTube. There is a talk I gave in Institute of Physics in São Carlos 4 or 5 months ago. So there I explain my research, my recent papers. I mean, I talk a little bit about them. And then I explain in more detail some projects I'm carry on in my research together with companies and many other things. So, but today I just want to talk about the school, to do some closing remarks here, and to talk about very briefly about the Quintec FAPESP, that is a public initiative we are working on to develop quantum technologies here in São Paulo. And there is another one, who is Entropic Von Braun, which is a private initiative I have been leading with the company Von Braun to develop quantum technologies, not for São Paulo, but for Brazil, for the world. So we have already many people involved in this initiative here. And I just want to give you an overview of all of this. Concerning the school, I'm very happy with this school. So I have to thank the professors, the main guys of this, everything here. So I start with Professor Henrique Solano. He was here giving talk to us. Professor Felipe Fanchini, Rafael Chaves, Francisco. Thank you very much, Francisco, for being the last one here. Professor Eduardo Duzioni, Professor Askeri, who is also here as well. Thank you very much for being with us all the time here. Professor Thomas Mons, who was here last week, but this week he couldn't come here because he has an appointment with the Minister of Science in Austria. And Professor Marcus Müller, unfortunately, he couldn't come. He had a problem his partner had a problem, health problem, so unfortunately he couldn't come. But perhaps in the next version of this school, we are already talking about possibly doing a second version of this school or something similar. And of course, I have to thank all the organizers that helped us to do this. Professor Frederico Brito from São Carlos. He was not here because nowadays he's Abu Dhabi, and he's not allowed to leave the institute. So he went there 2 months ago, and he is blocked there during 3 months, really. He's blocked there. He cannot leave the city in 3 months. So, well, I have to thank a lot Marcus and Anna. They are here. They were here during all the school. So thank you very much for being here, done all the support you gave us. So it was really happy to be with you here. Professor Ivan, who was here on Wednesday, he gave a talk to us. He is also involved in many other projects. Unfortunately, he could not stay longer here, but he helped us a lot. So, concerning the school, the applicants, we had more than 200 students, applications to the school. So, the spaces, as you can see, is not big enough for that. So, the accommodation here can support up to 130 people. So because of this, we had to cut more than half of the students that applied to this school. So, but in the end, we had the selected students come from 10 different countries. So Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, of course, Chile, Colombia, Guatemala, India, Mexico, Nigeria, and Peru. So thank you very much, all the students, because you are the main. All of this is for you, of course. So thank you very much. And I hope you have enjoyed a lot this time here with us. We had very interesting courses here, talks. I was really happy about that because we could give you I would say two different kinds of courses. One more basic and and more theoretical courses involve algorithms. So just to remind you, basic concepts about algorithms for solving differential equations by Eduardo Duzioni. Nisky advantage with quantum computers, the talk by Professor Solano. Quantum superposition in different reference frames. This was a very intriguing talk by Czaslaw from Austria. Quantum algorithms for finance problems, Askeri. So we could learn how to use quantum computer for making money, perhaps in the future. And phase transitions and quantum in classical machine learning, Rafael Chaves. Quantum neural networks, yesterday with Professor Felipe Fanchini. And these are many possibilities that we can use quantum computing for solving hard problems. So this is really amazing because we can see that, in fact, at least theoretically, we have a strong advantage when we use quantum computing. So in the end, quantum computing is really amazing. But we have the other part. We have to go to the experiments. We have to do this. As we could learn from Francisco, Thomas, from Marcos in his talk, Anna also considering quantum dots, it's really difficult to do quantum computing in labs. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of parameters to be adjusted, many things to control. So my intention with this course is to bring you a general overview of this, because there are many people saying that quantum computing is going to be here in the next few years. 2 years ago, I heard that from an important guy that quantum computers would be here in 2 years. Really, 2 years ago, so today. That's not the case, of course. So quantum computing is coming, but perhaps in 10 or 15 years to solve hard problems. So we have to be careful about that because it takes a lot of time. It's really hard, as you could see here in the mini courses, mainly this from Professor Francisco and the one from Thomas Mons. It's really hard to control the qubits, to do the quantum operations with high fidelities. So quantum computing is coming, but not in 2 years or in 3 years. Perhaps, as we had in the round table, perhaps in some specific applications, perhaps in very specific systems. But we do not believe that we will have a strong application, a strong breakthrough in near future. So we believe in quantum computing, but please, be careful, don't go to this hype that there is everywhere. So we have to work a lot, really hard work. So let's do this in a very conscious way. Well, next steps. We are working here in São Paulo for promoting quantum technologies. We are doing many efforts to push quantum technologies in agencies, foundation agencies, and also in companies, because we know that we need to merge these capabilities, all the efforts, to be able to provide quantum technologies or quantum computing and the other things. So to this, we are working here in São Paulo. There is a special team working to create a quantum initiative. This is already happening in many other parts of the world. So in the United States, we have one, in Europe, in China, in Germany. Especially in Germany, I studied the quantum initiative they have there. It's really amazing because of course, there are a lot of investments from the government, but they put together the companies which are interested in new technologies. They look for people in the academy that develops solutions, put together with companies, and then they started discussing, of course, supporting with money. So, and then things are happening there. But I had the opportunity to be there, visiting some places in a mission organized by the embassy in Berlin. They invited me to be there to to see the labs, to see the programs they have there. It was a really full week because we visited 4 cities, 6 or 7 different institutes in only 5 days. So it was, but it was really amazing because we could see that they are really doing quantum technologies there. But the most surprising for me was there are a lot of basic research involved. They know that, firstly, they need to invest a lot in labs, in people, education. So, and then they are bringing companies together because then they can see what kind of problems they have in real situations in companies, and then which kind of solutions they can work on the academy to provide this solution. It's really amazing. And this inspired us to do the same here in São Paulo. Because here we have FAPESP, and we believe that FAPESP can support us in this program. It's not a project, it's a program, so a quantum initiative here in São Paulo. So the idea is not only involving quantum computing, but of course quantum computing is part of this, but we are also interested in other quantum technologies, sensors, quantum communication, and so on. So mainly interested in applications in areas where Brazil is already leaders, for instance, in agriculture. So we have a strong agriculture in Brazil, and we are looking for situations where quantum technologies can help the agriculture in Brazil to provide more productivity and more stuff for the agriculture, and energy as well, and many other parts here. To do this, we are looking for possibilities in the research centers, in the universities, and we already recognize that we have a lot of capabilities here in São Paulo. So, for instance, in São Carlos, we have people working with sensors. I have a colleague who has a patent in gravimeters, for instance. People in São Paulo that work with entangled state, single photon sources, that is useful for quantum communication. We have the same in Federal University, people working with quantum algorithms, and many other applications here. People from Federal, do ABC, ABC, work with thermal engines. People in Unicamp doing our qubits, our superconducting qubits. So we hope that all of this will be here in the near future. So to do this, we have, as I said, a team. We started with these 7 people. In fact, we started with 6. And then later we recognized that we had to invite someone from engineering, because to develop applications, to develop technologies, we need engineers, of course. And then we invited this guy, Professor Benhur from USP in São Carlos. But there is also Frederico, Gustavo Widerhecker, Marcelo Terra Cunha, Paulo Nussensvai, and Felipe Cortelli. So the older people here probably know everyone here, but the youngest guys perhaps no. But they are, because we are the older guys in the area here in São Paulo. This is the reason. We started working together more than 2 years ago, and now we have a bigger team involving people from many other universities, many other centers, USP, Unicamp, UFSCar, Unesp, Von Braun Labs, Embrapa, the agropecuary research center we have in Brazil, CPQD, the Center for Telecommunications in Campinas, and many other places. So far we are more than 30 people working in this proposal. So just to give you a timeline of what we have been doing so far, we started, as I said, more than 2 years ago in 2020. Then we had the first meeting with FAPESP, the board of FAPESP, which is the agency we believe that can support of this. And then we have the first workshop, first workshop in December, almost 2 years ago. We invited people from other places of the world to talk about their initiatives. So we learned how they are doing, how they do quantum technologies abroad. And then we have many other events so far. And now, in February next year, we are organizing a big one, 3 weeks event, not only 2, Anna. So 3 weeks event in Principia Institute, which is connected somehow with this institute. And in there, we are invited again, other people. So Rainer Blatt is coming here, he said at least. Rainer Blatt is the former supervisor of Marcus, Thomas, many other people working with Trapezius. And there are many other guys. Peter Zoller told us that he would be here, and many important guys in the area would be here to discuss with us how we can promote this program, Quantum Technologies Initiative here in São Paulo. So it's really important. Tatiana Wilk, the director of the Munich Center for Quantum Technologies, she'll be here as well. So, and together with all this group, all these people that are working with in this program, we'll be there to discuss and to close a proposal to be submitted to FAPESP. And FAPESP already told us that they are really happy, they are really interested in supporting this and having this program here in São Paulo. So I hope in the next year we will have a quantum initiative, at least in São Paulo State. In the future, we hope this can be extended to Brazil, to Latin America. So, and we believe that we have a good team, many good people work on this. So I hope you will have new opportunities for you students. You are starting the area, so these opportunities, perhaps you'll be inside of them somehow. The other initiative I'd like to talk to you briefly is about a private one. Together with this company, Ferner von Braun, it's a research center. They are developing, they do research and innovation in development for more than 20 years. They already did many solutions for the industry, billion-dollar value generation already. So they are really doing really nice things, very important things for Brazil and for the world. Their solutions is applied not only here in Brazil, but also in the United States, in Europe, in Asia. So here in Brazil, the most famous is the chip we have in Sem-Pará, the device we use to pay on the roads, on the highways. They developed that device, everything inside, all the project, all the physics, all the electronics, everything was made by them. So together with them, we started this initiative, the Entropic. Entropic is from entropy, of course, information, because all of these technologies somehow is related to information. But in our case, we are not interested only in quantum information, but also in classical information. But in my case, I'm leading the part of quantum information in this group here. So we are interested in quantum technologies in general. So the lead of this initiative is myself, together with Dr. Dario Sassi-Tober, who is the CEO and the founder of the von Braun Labs. So we are organizing this team that we have already many scientists from many universities, business people, engineers, technicians work on this initiative. So we are interested basically in all kinds of quantum technologies, quantum sensors, quantum communication systems, quantum computing, algorithms. So just to give you an idea, the company is already involved in this initiative. On the left, you have partners, companies, mainly from Asia. And on the right side, from Brazil, the Entrop. The Hash Data is another startup created by the group from von Braun Labs. Sem-Pará, the company that charges us a lot. UFSCar is together with, of course, my university. Unicamp is already there. Federal University of Minas Gerais. We are talking to people from USP already. There are people from USP coming to this initiative already too. So and this. So this is the initiative to develop quantum technologies in this private one. I'm not going to go into details, but who are interested in seeing more details, which kind of quantum technologies we already developed, I can show you later. To finish, I'd like really thanks the people from the Institute, Professor Nathan Berkowitz. He's not here? No. But he's Professor Rogério Rosenfeld. Thank you very much for supporting us to offer this really nice space. It was an amazing opportunity for us. I'm really happy with all the discussions we had here. It was really amazing to be in touch with the students, to the other professors, to the other people from the Institute as well. So it was really great. We really appreciated this time. So I could see people discussing all the time here. I mean, I saw that professors, usually they were all the time asking to the students were asking them to help them with the exercise, to discuss. So it was really good. And of course, I have to thank also the people that supported us. Jandira made a really amazing job, makes everything easy. So she was very fast to answer us, to help us, to contact people, to put people in touch together, to discuss everything, which was really nice. Humberto, amazing guy, he was all the time here supporting us as well. Thiago and Guy, and Josefa. Josefa is Jo, the woman that served us the breakfast, the fruits. She's really fantastic woman, so I'm really happy to be here. I'm looking forward to be here again, really, because we love it. Thank you so much. Okay, you don't need to do questions, but if you want. Or comment? No? I guess it's not the case. Okay, let's go for the coffee break, and then you have a little bit more of time to discuss. So I'll be here until noon. Noon, I have to take my car and go back to home to see my family, which I'm missing a lot. Thanks, people.